Hello and welcome to another video on Field Complete. In this video, we will cover invoicing, how to create an invoice, how to send it out. So on the left here, I have the mobile app of the technician who's doing this job. On the right, I have the dispatcher or the office view of the web app. Inside here, you can see if I click into the job under the billing tab, I can see whether this job is basically charge on site or if it's right here, if it's bill later. So charge on site, that means it's a homeowner job that technician cannot leave the job until he collects payment. And you can also mark it in here, whether it's a bill later or charge on site job. A bill later job is usually that means that technician or contractor can leave and then the office will send out an invoice to a property management later. So for this job, if I expand the scope, I can see the scope in here. I can also click on the scope tab. It's locked because the job has the approval status is approved. So as a technician, it says scope is locked, and it tells me why here if I click on the icon. I can still look through basically the line item. I can see that there are some before after images attached. I can see that this one doesn't have any before after images, so I can quickly add a few images if the property manager, the homeowner, would like them, let's say in the final invoice, right? So once this is done and it's ready for billing, there are two ways to create an invoice in Field Complete. You can create it from the mobile app or from the web app. So if you want to create it from the mobile app, you basically go into billing and you click the invoice button. And this sets up, puts in all the line items. You can mark some terms in here of how you would like this invoice sent out. If everything checks out and looks fine, you can click send, and then basically that gives you some options. How do you want to send this? Whether you want to include job images or not, whether you want to attach it as PDF. You can change the subject or the body of the email, and it pre-fills the customer's email right away. So once you click send, an invoice, it will prompt you if the invoice has been received, sent to the customer, and you can right away click to collect payment and click which option. So if you have credit cards processing set up with Field Complete, you'll also see here credit card. For this demo purposes, we didn't do it because you actually see card information data, but you can add a payment, a cash check, or if it's a credit card payment. And let me show you quickly how that invoice looks to the customer. So this is the actual invoice that came to my email right now. You can see the amount, and I marked it so all the images would be attached to the PDF. They also have it in their email, so this way you have a full record of what happened. The other way to do this is to basically send it from the web app, right? So inside project, you click on budget, and we can see this invoice that was already sent out. It hasn't been paid because it didn't collect payment yet. And you could add payment and create a new invoice, or you could basically resend the existing invoice here by clicking the send invoice button if it was, let's say, sent to the wrong email, or if for some reason some of the line items were not included. Here, again, the customer email is pre-populated. You could also select to send a partial invoice if needed, or you could just resend the same invoice by clicking send. Collecting payment, you could collect it at the invoice screen. You could click add payment, and it pre-fills them out. Again, if you have credit card processing, it'll show up here. You can also collect payment and generate another invoice from the project screen under the budget tab. So let's go back to this project. We can see the scope. If we click into budget, we can see this invoice. You could, again, click to create a new invoice, add payment, or change order. So this in short covers how to basically create an invoice, how to send it from the mobile app, how to send it from the web app. If you have any more questions, feel free to reach out to support via email, phone, or chat.